Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and I am bringing you a farming guide today. So no, we're not farming potatoes, we're not farming tomatoes, we are farming characters in our game here. And as you know, one of the ideas of this game is that you have to catch them all. Kind of like Pokemon, you gotta catch all 151 of them. But with this game, if you are a free-to-play player, even for some pay-to-play players, you want to stick to your guns and only farm a couple of good characters until they are amazing, they are geared up, they are starred up, they are modded up, and then you can work on your next project getting more characters to that level, because having a bunch of 4-star, 3-star, 2-star characters with low gear not going to help you too far out there. And especially just considering the fact it takes over 4 million credits to go from level 1 to level 80, you definitely want to pick your battles wisely. And that's what I'm here to do. So we're going to start off this video by visiting Squad Arena, which my opinion has some, it's the second best table to farm your characters at, with the first one being the Cantina nodes. So let's go ahead and talk about what you can find here. And as you can see right away, I'm farming Chief Nebbit. I have a lot of characters done here, and Chief Nebbit looks like a solid character for a droid and Jawa team. So one of the possible ideas I have out there in the future is doing like an HK 47, IG-88, General Grievous, Jawa Engineer, and Chief Nebbit lineup. And Chief Nebbit would do a great job. He'll get taunted up really early because Jawa Engineer speeds up everyone. His taunt makes everyone cool down much faster, and he also has an assist that can potentially call in 2 people to assist, 2 droids, 2 Jawas, whatever, and it looks pretty awesome. So I'm slowly farming him. I should have him unlocked sometime this next day or two. So, but with even Chef Nebbit being pretty good, just from what it seems like so far, there are other characters that you should really focus on getting at. And the first one I highly suggest, since she was just added not too long ago, is Princess Leia. I see Princess Leia in a lot of squads in Arena, especially top 10. And with mods, with her gear being high, she can do a critical hit up to like 12,000, and she can do it 3 times over. And it's absolutely insane. And she even goes stealth, so you can't focus down on her too much. So, and she's really fast. So awesome character for the free-to-play player, and for someone who's starting off, and for someone who is up there in Arena like me. I have her maxed out at 7 stars. She's only at gear, I want to say gear 9. I gave her a furnace, so she got through the first raid barrier. And another character you should really consider getting is Stormtrooper Han. With all these updates that have came up with protection and all that, he has become an amazing tank. I have him maxed out, everything. He's great. He's pretty fast. He's got a lot of health, got a lot of protection, and he gives your team a turn meter bonus from when he taunts and when people hit him. So awesome character to get. I have a couple of hypothetical squads I'm looking into in the future, and Stormtrooper Han has a beautiful picture in them. So I plan on using him for quite a while, and he was worth the investment in my opinion. The rest of the characters are definitely optional. If you want an easy character to get for the Phase 1 and Raid, Admiral Akbar is your man. He has an ability to cleanse debuffs on your character, so when you have the guard putting debuffs on your character, or the captain I should say, putting debuffs on your characters, he can cleanse that. However, there are better options like Ewok, Elder, and Rex, but they both have their drawbacks in terms of how fast they're farmable. And if you're looking to get a droid lineup like I'm planning on to, HK47 is an awesome leader for droids nowadays, because he can give everyone turn meter bonuses based on their critical hits. IG-88, very strong as well. So, but those are characters I suggest getting only if you finish getting Han and Leia, and then you can look into HK47, IG-88, and then from there the rest is optional. Darth Sidious used to be amazing. Now you only see him in every Galactic War battle that you do, pretty much. He might be good in the future, so you might want to farm him, and he's just kind of a cool character in general. It's Darth Sidious, so he might be good again, so I would suggest getting him once you get all your other priorities taken care of. And the rest, like Savage, Asajj, and Grand Moff Tarkin, super optional to get. I have Grand Moff Tarkin maxed out, and he's okay, but definitely I would have rather invested that time in Chief Nebbit or HK47 first, because I'm at almost 7 stars for HK47. I could have been done with him. I feel like HK47 is definitely the better buy. But let's move on to our next table. Galactic War. A lot of stuff there, and most of the stuff I feel is best for people who are just starting out. Once you get high up there in Arena, a lot of these characters start losing their purpose. For example, Luminara, she was amazing before all the protection updates and whatnot. She's still a decent character, but I would much rather fight someone with a Luminara over versus someone with a Ray. Luminara is just she's not as good as she used to be in the top and Arena, but she's still good in terms of Galactic War. If you need a good healer, she's your girl. If you need a good healer for the Cantina battles, she's your girl to go to. If you're someone who's starting off in this game, I would suggest probably between her, between Luminara or Captain Phasma. One of those two characters should be your first one you invest in. If you ask me, I think Captain Phasma might be your best bet getting first. Her leader ability is amazing. She's making a comeback back in Arena. I see her quite frequently in the top, mainly because she allows people to get additional attacks off. So you're getting Rey's, Leia's, Anakin's, all those people putting out extra attacks, and it can be quite deadly, especially when you keep having a Leia get bonus attacks on you. It's pretty deadly. The rest, kind of up to you. Paga the Lester, he was amazing before. He's okay now. For someone who's just starting out, he'll be great for when you're kind of just working your way up Arena for the first time. He works great with IG-86. IG-86 is probably, in my opinion, the easiest character to farm. You can get shards from him at this Galactic War, you can farm him at the Cantina table, and you can farm him at the hard and light side battles. I think I got him to 7 stars like in 2 weeks. I'm not even kidding. He was that easy to farm. So he's another decent character. The rest, very optional. Cad Bane, when they made him free to play, I thought he was going to be probably get some sort of rework. He would be amazing. And he's not that good. So maybe in the future he'll be good. I mean, he saved my Scoundrel event. I was able to barely finish the tier 1 version of it just because of Cad Bane. But a lot of other characters to look into. Magma Trooper, I have him at 7 stars, but he's way too hard to gear up, and he's not that good as of now. Rest of the characters, that's totally up to you. I personally stopped farming after I got my 6 characters in Galactic War, and I used all my tokens to get General Grievous, as you guys saw in one of my earlier videos. And I plan on continuing to do that unless they add someone pretty amazing in here. Like if they add a Darth Maul, I'd probably stop what I'm doing. Even though Darth Maul is a horrible character, he's just a cool character to own at 7 stars. Moving on, Cantina Battles. This is where the magic happens. So many spectacular characters and not enough time to talk about all of them. I'm going to start off at the very beginning. I'm talking about battle number 1 here. If you are starting, if you are someone who has never left number 1 in Arena, Geonosian Soldier is definitely a great character to consider adding to your inventory. No matter what the update was, no matter what the meta was, he's just still so good, so powerful as well, and he calls an assist, he's pretty fast. He's a good addition. Funny thing is, I don't have him maxed out. I've gotten so carried away with other great characters at Cantina Battles that I haven't farmed him. So, but I got away from that mainly because I have Rey and Leia, which are 2 other amazing DPS characters. So, but yeah, if you're starting off, definitely farm him right away. If you're someone who's more of a senior player, you can, like me, you can get away with not having him, but he's still a pretty awesome character to have, especially for raids and stuff like that. Other great characters to look into. Now, this is more moving towards our senior players. Anakin Skywalker got an amazing rework. He's pretty good, super easy to gear up. I only needs like 2 furnaces. I have him almost at 6 stars, working my way there. He is a part of my hypothetical team that I'm thinking of near the future. So he's pretty scary. He's a pretty scary character. I've seen him do his attack on everyone one time. He had offense up, and he did like 12,000 damage per character. It was just, I just stared at the game and I just said, okay, I'm done. So he's pretty deadly. Royal Guard, where is he? He's also a great character. You see him everywhere pretty much, especially in Arena. He's just, he can really turn a game around in your favor. You can go from losing to all of a sudden getting that taunt, and no one can get rid of him. He could be a really really good character to turn the game around in your favor. Other possible ideas you might want to look into. Old Ben. He's a great leader. I've had him farmed since the day he came out for free to play. it was a great investment. However, I am not sure if him as well as Dooku, I'm not sure if their time is coming soon. They've been great leaders for a while. They both have great kits, but things might be shaking up soon. So not sure if those should be your priority number one characters over Anakin, over Geonosian Soldier, over Royal Guard. But I think if you have to pick between the two, Old Ben is the way to go, mainly because he has a better leader ability. You can farm him much faster because he only requires 8 energy, and his ability block is just super amazing, especially in Galactic War. It really takes the pressure off you when you need to make it through all those tough battles. Another great character. And person I'm planning on farming in the future, where is she? Aayla Secura. She's an amazing Jedi, super strong. She just became free to play about a week ago. So once I'm done with Anakin, she is going to get some attention from me. So once you have all your, once you're farming your characters at these battles, you're going to get what's called Cantina currency. And what you have to do with this Cantina credits, you're going to take these credits and you're going to pick where you want to invest them in here in the Cantina shipments. And you have to pick somewhat wisely because it takes a while to farm Cantina credits. And luckily, there's not that many good characters in here, but you have to get Qui-Gon Jinn. Again, the second this guy became free to play, I just stopped what I was doing and I was farming him till the day I died. Luckily, he's at 7 stars. I'm still alive here, but he is great in every single aspect of the game. I use him for everything, ranging from Galactic War to the raid, probably to the next raid that's coming out soon, and you can't go wrong with him. Another character that got pretty good was Fives, especially with protection. He's really easy to gear up. He just needs, I believe, 1 droid caller. Under an Anakin lead, he's going to do some pretty good damage with his counterattacks and everything. He used to be in everyone's arena when the update came through for protection. He got a slight nerf or fix, however you want to call it, to his basic ability. So he's not as good, but he's still definitely a good character. So he's probably maybe priority number 2 or 3. And if you're someone who's just starting off and need a good dark side healer, Old Daka's pretty good. She stuns, she can revive a character without even trying. She has an ability that when someone falls, she has an X% amount of chance to revive them right away. And then she also has a heal and a revive ability as well. So she's pretty good, but I personally, if I was starting off, I've gotten away with Old Daka. I haven't regretted it since. But she is a good character nonetheless to have. And you can tell I was attempting to farm her at one point, but I stopped and I started working on probably either Poe or Fives at the time. Can't remember what I switched from. And the rest of the characters, not the craziest ones. Jawa Scavenger, he looks like he'll be good for the raid. Beyond that, I don't know if he'll be good for arena. A lot of better characters in his spot. Jedi Knight Guardian, please don't farm her. She's pretty bad. And then the rest are totally optional, like Ahsoka Tano, Boba Fett, First Order Officer, Hoth Rebel Scout. I have and Poe. Yeah, let's not forget about Poe. He was amazing when before all these huge updates came through with protection. He was the guy to have for your droid team, for any team almost. He was super fast, and he can expose the enemy, and which pretty much means when your next character attacks, they'll do so much more damage. So he's a great character to have, but he's not as good right now where the game stands July 23rd, July 24th. So I would suggest do your Qui-Gon, do your Fives, maybe Daka, and then start maybe working on Pokes. He could have a comeback day, who knows, sometime in the future, wherever this game might be heading off to. So now we're kind of running out of the tables to farm at. You have your hard dark side and light side battles. I only recommend farming characters there that complement the other characters, like the character you're farming in Cantina or Galactic War. So like if you're farming IG-86 in the Galactic War, you can farm them in the Cantina and the hard battles to speed up the process. Another example is I'm farming Anakin. You can also find him in the hard battles. So I'm doing both of those concurrently to speed up the process. I wouldn't suggest just farming hard battle exclusive characters like General Veers. It would take a long time, and that character might be found in a better table to farm at. So personally, only character I ever thought that was worth doing for it was Rey before she got into the guild store. But as of now, without any other good characters in hard battles exclusively, I would suggest only farm hard battle characters that complement the character you're farming at a different table. And here is a much tougher table or a much tougher store to work with. You have Ray here, in which you definitely need your Ray. Ray is just amazing. She is definitely worth the time and investment in. I, hands down, as of today at least, I'm not sure if she'll ever be a horrible character. She might be like Geonosian Soldier, where she's pretty consistent. And then Jawa Engineer, he seems pretty solid for people who are interested in Droid Squad. But if you're not doing a Droid Squad, don't bother with Jawa Engineer. Definitely not needed. And Dengar is another character that has people, dropping what they're doing. He's pretty good, especially for the raid, but you can get away without him. I'm not planning on farming him. And once I'm done with my Jawa Engineer, I'm just going to focus on gear exclusively, since gear is definitely much needed. I believe, for sure I need 5 furnaces if I want to get my Dream Squad going, but at least I need 20 some furnaces for all the characters that I have if I ever feel like leveling them up. So a lot of stuff I have to farm in terms of gear. And lastly, really, you have your data cards, so you can get some lucky pulls in the Bronzium packs. I've gotten some full characters like Boba Fett, 5s. I actually got him. I got a full draw of him, which is really nice. If you're a pay-to-play player, you can just skip to this video and just do Chromium packs, because that's all you really need to do. Definitely the fastest way to get characters, and you can get some really awesome characters like Echo, Rex, and Commander Cody, all Chromium exclusive, and they're superb. Erodium packs, it's a hit or miss. Geonosian Spy is pretty bad from what I've heard, but the B2 Super Battle Droid from last month is absolutely amazing, and it costs about $200 to farm a character to the maxer, which I've never done in this game, and I've never bought an Erodium pack except by accident when I saw 750 crystals and you get a full character. Everyone was kind of misled by that, so but I haven't done it since, and I only suggest doing that if you have the credits or if you have the crystals or the money to do so. And finally, you have your shipments here, and you can get some pretty good characters here if you feel like you have nothing better to spend your crystals on. Right now you just have Zam Wesell and Darth Maul, which aren't really the best pay-to-play characters. I have a feeling Darth Maul will become free-to-play one day. Who knows? But because he's one of the most requested characters to get some loving in this game. It's a pretty cool character in the movies and the cartoon series. If he ever did become free-to-play, in his current state, I would actually just drop what I'm doing and farming him, because he's a cool guy to have, and who knows, he might get that rework. But you can get Rex here, and I've seen a few people from my guild just get Rex shards straight through here. They got him to 6 stars, so they can use him for the tier 6 raid, and he is definitely an awesome payoff. Personally, I save my crystals and buy full pieces of gear. Don't have one right now in the shipments, but that's my opinion. If you have the crystals, I would suggest saving it for the gear, or maybe invest into Rex. It all depends on your situation. But Rex is definitely a character that is pretty amazing and a lot of options in this game, especially the raid. He is superb. So yeah, that's pretty much the story. I went through every table, gave you the characters you have to farm no matter what level you are. If you have some characters that I haven't looked over, maybe you think you disagree with what I said of some of the characters I mentioned, feel free to drop a comment in the description. We can chat about it. I always try to get to you guys because you guys are simply amazing. Just surpassed 500 subscribers a day or two ago, and I am just absolutely surprised. You guys have been super supportive, and I do appreciate everything you do for me, and you guys are just super awesome. So yeah, if you want to talk more about this, or if you want to let me know what you want to see in the future, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.